It's that time to do the 2,000 mile review of our 2019 Polaris General 4 1000. So far it's been a great machine for us and we haven't experienced any breakdowns. And the first thing that most people ask when we do these reviews is one, longevity, how are things performing? One of the most popular questions that people ask when you do these reviews is, what upgrades have you made? We'll go through a list of those. So first off, we'll start from the ground up, where the rubber meets the road. So we've added Sun-F tires. We went with a bigger tire, the 29.9 by 14. They look a lot better on the General. They fit well in there, better than the 27s that they come with. It's hard to imagine what it would be like even cruising around on the 27s. Gives a little bit of extra clearance. And these tires have performed well in a variety of conditions, whether it's on the road, climbing hills. We've been to the sand dunes, been through the mud in Alabama and some of the creeks there. So they've been a good all-around tire for us. We have the Ricochet Off-Road rock sliders, as well as the A-arm guards in the front and the rear. And those have definitely taken some hits along the trails and have kept everything well protected. Some other accessories, we have the Rifab windshield. It's one that both folds down, but you can also vent it out the bottom. And it's been a solid windshield, even folding it down and laying it on top here with those clips. Obviously added the roof and the rear window. It's just a Polaris lock and ride window. Another accessory are these UTVMA seats. We have the front bump seat, so we could have an additional passenger. And then we have the rear bench seat to add another passenger as well. And those are comfortable products. Really all the seats on the General, the stock seats are very comfortable. One thing I like about it is it has the adjustable front seat. Chris, my brother-in-law, the other contributor on this channel, he's not as tall or good looking as me, so he likes to slide it forward, sit a little bit closer. Has a tilt steering wheel. We've also added mirrors, the seismic mirrors. They've taken a few hits and done just fine. Out in the back, we've got the HMF exhaust. Sounds good and looks good. I can't say that we noticed too much of a power increase really much at all. The shocks do very well. There's plenty of ground clearance to go kind of wherever you want to go. The shocks, you can take some pretty good bumps at a good speed, and it just handles it well. Everybody that rides with us that hasn't really been in one before, they say, man, that suspension sure is nice. It just takes it so much better. Obviously not as good as 20 inches of travel or so, but and then you've got the selectability just by turning the knob on those. We'll put it firm when we're riding pretty aggressive, and then soft on the slower sections or up some rocky trails. We've also just remembered added the extended fender flares, and those have been nice. They do stick out a little bit, but there's in the past been so much mud and dirt that we get stuck up inside of there. But with the fender flares, we don't. We've just been out riding pretty hard lately, but cleaned it up for the video, and it was just a lot easier to get in there and clean that out. The General comes with the winch up front. It's a nice feature, just already has it. And then we carry a Gear America recovery gear with us, just in case. We've more so pulled people out than we've had to get pulled out ourselves, but it's something that's nice to have as well. Like I say, we haven't had anything catastrophic happen in terms of breakdowns, and we ride it pretty aggressively. You can see in some of the the videos, we ride it hard, and it's made to be that combination of sporty, and you can definitely have some fun in it. But then we've also used a dump bed for doing some work, and it's nice. It's not as big as the Ranger, obviously, but it can get some work done, and it's a nice combination of work and play with the Polaris General. One thing I will say after just recently changing the oil is it definitely makes it harder with the extended fender flares, reaching back in there. The dual exhaust makes it a little bit harder as well. Can be done. I still did it from the passenger side. I reached back in there and it was still dirty. We did it before we washed it, and just put a rag on the front of the filter so it wouldn't get dirty as I reached back in there. Then kind of let that drop out and then screwed it on. I know there's been some people in a video of doing it from the driver's side, removing a couple of hoses and things, but I really just didn't want to remove a lot of hoses. So I guess it's like 3 hoses you can do to access it a little bit easier, but I was able to reach back in there still, kind of finagle my arm through there, so I just still did it that way. Oh, I forgot as well, we have the turn signal kit on there for when we ride, we street legal here in Arizona, so we can go wherever we want to go down the road, turn on the turn signal. Added some whip lights as well. Don't have those on right now. You know, it's nice to have the diff unlocked to drive around on the road, then lock it, getting on the dirt, and then if you need to go into 4-wheel drive, turn that on as well. So there it is, 2,000 mile review of the Polaris General 1000. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and tune in for more videos of all the machines on our channel. First off, we'll start where the ground, where the rubber meet. First off, we'll start from the ground up, where the rubber meets